Hello everyone, welcome to the B Rose. So, today I'll be talking about something, and I'll be talking because I am not really someone who can, write loads of pages together, but I really love to talk. So, I'm going to talk about a real problem today, especially with this pandemic around the world. Being in quarantine is making all of us an overthinker, and for people who are already an overthinker, it is a really rough patch of our life which is going on right now, and I am one of those. So, like it is said, that an empty head gives room to negative thoughts. Being stuck in four walls is leading to lots and lots of negative thoughts and negativity, and that is an endless loop which we need to get out of. So, today's topic is going to be about anxiety and everything about it. First of all, let me tell you that it is absolutely normal to feel anxious, and it is absolutely normal to feel all that fear, but it is not normal to be stuck in it. Let us talk more about it. First of all, what really is anxiety? Anxiety is nothing but it is your body's natural response to stress. It is a feeling where you feel scared about what's about to come, and you have that what if going on in your brain all the time. You feel pain, and all that mental pain converts to physical pain in chronic cases, not all cases. So you start feeling like your hand is paining, your stomach is paining, and it literally feels like your heart is paining. I'm saying all this because I've been through this, and it was a very long time. It was a long journey for me to even come out of it. So I'm going to tell you some tips on how to get over anxiety. And once you know what is anxiety, you should know what are its symptoms. So it really feels different from person to person. It can range from just having thoughts coming in your head, to a part where you are unable to control your body, and it is lot of physical pain which you cannot handle, and you're having nightmares and panic attacks and painful thoughts of memories that you can't control. So, symptoms of anxiety generally include rapid breathing, restlessness, there's fear, you're in bed all the time, you feel lazy, you feel stuck, and you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. You feel like you are having this increased heart rate which you're not able to control, and you're having difficulty falling asleep, and sometimes you are sleeping all the time to avoid these problems. So yeah, these are the symptoms of anxiety. But there is a difference between anxiety and anxiety attack. So when do you know that you're having an anxiety attack? That it could include feeling dizzy. You can have shortness of breath. There is a lot of sweating happening, and you feel these chills coming up. There is a lot of fear. You feel that numbness in your body. So these are like a few symptoms of anxiety attack. Now the question, now that you know you have anxiety, if you're having anxiety, you should be able to understand what really causes anxiety. So there is no specific reason to cause anxiety. There could be many reasons, n number of reasons. For me, what causes anxiety is the feeling of what is about to happen. You have this feeling of predicting the future, making outcomes of your own, and keep thinking about them, and make an endless loop for yourself, which is not right, which is anxiety. So in this case, your hormones get heightened, and you get in a loop which you are stuck in. You don't know how to get out of it, and you don't even feel like getting out of it, because that is where your comfort zone lies in. That is where the brain is getting an evidence about how to bring up outcomes. because you're continuously questioning yourself that what is going to happen. So the brain is going to come up with outcomes, and once your question is answered, you don't feel like getting out of it, because that is our human tendency. So now that we know the symptoms, now that we know what causes it, what really causes it is a root cause in our own selves, which we need to dig deep and think about. You can journal, you can talk to someone. You need to dig deep and you need to realize, be aware of what is really happening with you. So now talking about how to fight it, that is the main part, because feeling anxious is okay, all of that is okay, but it is not okay to be stuck in it. It is not okay to be continuously stuck in that loop where you're hurting yourself, harming yourself for something which you don't have control of. You don't have the control of future. So number one, remember YOLO. You only live once. This concept is going to help you live in the present, think about the present, make your present date the best, make your present moment the best, because thinking about the future is not going to help you. Thinking about the future is not going to make that actually happen, because you cannot predict it. You must understand it. You must accept that your present is what you can control. Your present is what you can make the best. Number 2, go bathe. Scientifically, bathing with cold water is known to reduce that anxious feeling, is known to reduce that inflammation that you feel in your body all the time. So just go take a cold water bath, feel all of that cold water taking all of your pain and anxiety with it into the drain. Feel it when you pour that mug of water, or when you're under the shower. Imagine that water is carrying healing energy with it, and as it goes off your body, it is taking all that pain away with it. So you can do that. Number 3, talk. So number 3 is talk. Talking really helps. When you talk your heart out, when you open your heart out and you speak everything up, you feel that lightness in your heart. You feel like some burden has gone off your mind. So yeah, talking really helps. Talk to a person who you trust. Talk to a person, a friend, someone from your family, anyone who you can rely on, and open your heart out. It will really help you, trust me. Number 4 is watch out for the past popping up back in your head. This one is the major cause of anxiety, where you are remembering everything which happened in your past, the bad stuff mainly, and it comes back in your mind. Those feelings rush back into you, and that rush is creating that overwhelming experience for you, where you have no control of what you should do, how you should do, and when you should do. I totally understand this, because I have been through this, where stuff comes back and you start feeling all of that pain all over again. And just because I know how to reboot myself, that is why I can reboot and pop back into the present. But there are people who are not aware of how you do it, and in those cases they get stuck in that loop where they start living their past again. You don't have to relive your past, guys. You need to forgive yourself for your past. You need to accept that the past is in the past, and now it is time for you to concentrate on your present, and making your present the best will make your future the best. How can you come back to it? There are steps. You can start focusing on your breathing pattern. Whenever such thoughts come into your mind, just say that you witness that you're out of alignment, but you choose to see light instead of this. Speak this affirmation. Try to refocus yourself. Try to focus on your breathing. Try to focus on your heartbeat. Keep your hand on your heart and start, feeling that heartbeat and focus on it. Try to, bring your presence of mind back to your body. Our body is one hell of a miracle. We know that. Try to focus on it. Try to remember that remembering the past won't help you. The past is in the past. You deserve the best. Try to understand that. Once you're through your breathing patterns, you can also meditate, listen to prayers, listen to guided meditations. The words which are spoken in them will help you distract yourself from thinking your personal thoughts. It will help you get out of it. And you should always believe that you have divine guidance by your side. Just trust it, and whenever you feel overwhelmed, just surrender your thoughts and believe that there is a higher power ready to help you. All you have to do is believe, and you need to be willing to get out of that loop. So when you are meditating, you will feel so calm and you will feel connected to your source energy, which is the true energy which you need to accept. And what you need to know about anxiety is that you need to be aware about what is actually going on with you. Why are you actually feeling anxious? What is that deep root, for which you'll have to connect with your inner self. You will have to connect with your intuition, and you can do that by journaling. And when you journal down your thoughts, just write down whatever is coming to your mind. And whenever you are journaling, you will see that there is a pattern which is showing up. When you get used to journaling, you will understand this, that there is a pattern showing up, and which you can observe and analyze what is actually going on with you. At the end of journaling every time, just surrender to the universe and try to be open to the guidance you receive. Try to understand that if you've got this thought in your mind, it was for a deeper meaning. It was for your own personal growth. And getting out of this comfort zone means that there needs to be a lesson learned. So you are going to shift from the place of suffering to the place of joy. So number 5 is sleep. So sleeping is basically the biggest kind of meditation that you can do to calm yourself down. Now, sleeping could be for 2 reasons. 1, to avoid your problems, and 2, to calm your mind of all that overwhelming stuff coming into your head. So if you're sleeping for reason number 1, it is not right. But if you're sleeping for number 2, it is one method for you to fight anxiety. With all that overwhelming emotion coming up, it becomes hard for you to analyze what you should do, when you should do, and how you should do. So to give yourself a restart, you need to step back and you need to shut yourself down for a while, so that you can start from clean slate and you can study your pattern of thinking, and you can take this to a deeper level to understand what actually is going on with you. So sleeping is another way you can fight anxiety. Last but not the least, all these things sum up to the part where the point number 6 comes, which is distract yourself. Now, getting out of anxiety means you need to distract yourself. All these points actually mean that you can go have some fun, eat, sing, dance. All you have to do is just enjoy. Try to get back into alignment with your higher vibe. You can do this by multiple things. Do what you love, Even if you don't feel like doing it, just show up. Just decide that you are willing to get out of it. And that is how you will be able to reboot yourself and reboot that mind of yours, which is irritating you and giving you all of those thoughts, try to calm it down. This is how you can do it. Feed your soul with good resources. Enjoy yourself. Talk to your parents, talk to your friends, and just don't try to avoid whatever you feel. If you feel sad, it's okay, but don't get consumed in it. Decide for yourself what is that point after which you start getting consumed. Decide that point for yourself and block yourself from getting to that point. Procrastination is another thing which can lead to anxiety, and in this quarantine where we are getting lots of work from home to do, I don't know about you all, but in my case there is a lot of work to do from home that we get. So procrastinating that work can lead to anxiousness, where I'm not sure about what is going to happen, whether I'm going to get my results right or not. All of these thoughts keep coming into my head. But with this free time, what you can do is make the best out of it. Make this policy that whenever you get some work, you do it right away. Just don't even think about doing it the next second. Do it right away. Finish it off. Don't, just finish it off and try to align with your higher vibe again. Finish it off, then have fun. Don't have fun first. Okay, but if you're that kind of person who has fun first and then does their work, good for you. Do whatever suits for you. Just enjoy and have fun. In the end, I'd just like to say that life happens for us and not to us. Remember that you are the creator of your own life. Did I just talk for 16 minutes? Damn. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in.